Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. This is scene 1, take 3 of all of this, but I no longer hear myself echoing, which is a phenomenal thing to happen. Thank you all very much for hanging out with us, showing up today. I really do appreciate it. We're going to get through the promotions really quickly. As a note, if you want to join our fantastic community, you are more than welcome to do so. You are going to be experiencing our first session for the second doing of the Zodiac campaign, a fantastic homebrew world that I created over 3 years ago, and we ran from level 1 all the way up to level 19 to its completion. Don't worry, those characters will be coming back in the future. We will be having everybody return in the future. Hey, welcome, Snapper. How you doing?
Hi, sorry.
You're good. No problem. Just muting you. Thank you. But yes, we will be having more sessions with those characters in the future. If you are interested in watching any of it, hanging out with the players, hanging out with the community, keep in mind, we are utilizing a homebrew system in this campaign called the Augmentation System. This is D&D 5e, but magic items are vastly different from the rules as written. So if you want to know what that's about, please join our community, where you'll be able to join our Google Doc and learn as we are developing and refining this to match exactly what we want this magic system to be in every regard. However, I believe that's going to be the end of my spewing and introduction. Just going to do a little bit of editing over here on this side a little bit. Now that we got 6 players. So, allow me to introduce the world to you. Welcome to Zodiac, everybody. A fun, lively plane of existence that has gone through many different shapes and moldings across the generations. They have experienced different rulership among entities such as elementals, dragons, demigods, and fully developed gods. I heard that as an echo. Was that echoey for anybody else or just me?
Just you?
Okay, cool. As long as it's just me, it's perfectly fine. No echo for anybody else? Alright, I'll just muscle through it then. That's a little odd. Anyway, sorry about this, everybody. We have a new overlay. We have a new system happening right now. We're trying to adapt into a much prettier and much more refined situation for everybody to experience. So, yeah, this is what it is. I apologize for it, but hey, we're working through all the kinks. We'll have it all situated. Back to Zodiac, however. This beautiful, large plane of existence has been ruled by many different entities, different gods, different dragons, elementals, and such as that. 25 years ago, there was the falling of the last generation, the pseudo-gods, the Zodiac signs. All of them coming here from foreign lands and deciding that they were going to take rulership into their own hands and rule this plane as they see fit. Now, Irene, the goddess above all, the goddess of creation, decided she wasn't really a fan of how things were going, and she was going to hard reset this plane of existence if all of you didn't change things how she saw fit. Or sorry, not Irene, Aceso. So, the party, previously, now known as the Champions of Zodiac, decided that they were going to take it upon themselves to convince Aceso that this plane was worth saving. The goddess of creation accepted, however, under one condition. These entities, these individuals, became the new rulers of this land, the new caretakers for the people, and without being directly here to influence it, has to prove that this plane, in and of itself, the people that reside here, deserve a chance of becoming a true plane of existence and not an overall extinction. The party took this opportunity. And now, although they no longer linger here inside of Zodiac, their influence spreads very wide. People who worship to them, wish to them, who aspire to their dogmas, gaining tiny favors, all in the hopes that this world's new generation will try to make it better. Hopes, at least. The first 5 years was a fallout. A massive battle. There was war waging between the individuals who did not recognize the new pantheon, who didn't want the change to aspire and for everybody to move about. They didn't want change. Survival of the fittest was the way that they knew life. It's the way that things should have been. However, after 5 years and none of their previous deities showing up to help them, to save them, to assist them, and the other side refusing just to senselessly murder them all, instead wanting to reform them, help them to be better, the battles were quelled. A total of 25 years have passed since the champions were last seen. The younger generation, they believe in this new pantheon, the new champions of this plane. Rather, if it is the light of Gabriella, the wit of Lucian, or the ferocity of Reagan, they all believe in it. And they want this world to survive. They want this plane to progress, and they want everybody to coexist. So, this plane no longer has the same tier of experts in combat as it previously did. Many of the people have been retired for so long. To lift a blade is a new and difficult concept to them. And the younger generation has been using political gain, conversation, to try to shape everything, mold the world, make it better. Instead of violence, senseless violence. It's so tedious. That doesn't mean that this world won't need new champions. That doesn't mean that all of the previous villains are gone. And it surely doesn't mean the old gods have lost all of their influence. We begin this session. Individuals walking down the road. Easily. Heading over to a place that you've probably been a handful of times, but you don't exactly call it your home for many of you. Looking for things in this world that need to be different, that need to be better, and hoping that you find it. We begin with Sebastian. Sebastian, you've been wandering across the beautiful wide open plains inside of the Terra territory. Across the easy, peaceful farmlands for everybody to relax upon, breathe, enjoy. Who are you accompanied by? Or first, tell us what you look like, actually.
Half elf. I'm in chainmail. I carry a hammer and a shield. Got brown hair and gray blue eyes.
Is this better? Yes, much better. Okay, cool. Sorry, everybody. Sebastian, you are accompanied by Reyna and who?
Nobu Jr. I thought
Sure,
we had
I'm asking
discussed
you.
we were traveling with Reyna over to Maida. Just kind of on a little adventure.
So, as you are walking from Morian or any other place over towards Maida with your two allies, you look back at them and give them a little smile, having a bit of a cocked brow and cocked lip. You're not an, obnoxiously charming person, but you do ooze that little bit of charisma that, people generally like you. Nobu, would you like to describe yourself? Or Junior, as I'll be referring to you. And I'm not going to blow up your image, because no.
So, he looks kind of like Riku, but he has a sharp nose, a mustache, very long hair, like he's never cut it, and very pale, almost like a shut-in. And he's carrying a very crazy-looking rapier with a really expensive-looking hilt. Yeah.
Very expensive. Uh-oh.
Almost like a family heirloom type thing.
Maybe. But anyways, as you are walking, are you saying anything to each other? It's another beautiful day. The fields are open and wide, and everything's calm and peaceful, as it has been for all of your lives.
I can't believe my mom let me out. This is so exciting. This is like the third time I've ever left the house in my 26 years of life. Thank you again for letting me come on this, Reyna and Sebastian. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Oh, it's good to have you along. You got to leave the house sometime.
Yeah, I know. I've tried.
While they're having this little tiff, Reyna, you look over at your cousin, accepting that you have to take full responsibility for him because your aunt demands it from you. She's very concerned for the two of you, though she respects you far more greatly, at least in the ways of defending yourself, than little Junior there. Reyna, would you like to describe yourself?
Sure. So Reyna is 6 foot tall, so she is an imposing figure with kind of blue-black long hair that's pulled back underneath her helmet. And she's wearing chainmail that has a lot of like beautiful fabric over it, so it's really a piece of art. And she has heavy freckles over her chin and a couple of piercings, so she's got her lip pierced, her nose pierced, and there are edges of tattoos visible, but you can't see a whole lot to determine what they are.
So yes, you look back at your cousin and childhood friend of sorts, still taking the lead. Now, of course, the individuals who are always by your side have already went ahead and made specific accommodations for you and your allies in Maida, making sure everything's prepared by the time you arrive, as they always dutifully attend to. The three of you are walking very easily, peacefully, grooving even, as you approach closer towards the beautiful city of Maida. Now, I apologize, we don't have the Maida map yet, but it is in the works right now. Ares is working on it. No, not Ares as the god, Ares as the creator, the artist who joined our community recently. We will have it by next session, though. That we will have. But anyways, you look forward at the beautiful city of Maida, the wide open farmland surrounding it on all sides that stretch as far as your eyes can see. Vineries licking into the mountainsides and bits of the territory stretching into the carven peaks themselves. One of the most dangerous places in the land, carven peaks, but here in Maida, everything's fairly peaceful. You look at the wide open town which has all of the buildings separated by a good birth margin from one another. And the one singular oddity of this town, a foreign long contraption with several different cars attached to the back of it. A shop of sorts that, come to think of it, none of you really know the origin of, but it looks fantastic in town. Whoever constructed it must have really been an architecturally genius or something. You begin walking into the town. It's beautiful. People in there are already looking over, and some of them look at you, Reyna, and give you a wave, recognizing you almost immediately, as you've spent more time in Maida than anybody else has.
I'd wave back, and some of the merchants she'd know by name, and then she would greet them with that.
So, Junior, let's allow you to narrate this. You are holding your tiny fishbowl, and you hold the fishbowl up, telling your fish to look at everything in the surrounding area. What type of fish is it?
It's the fine familiar one, the
guppy.
Guppy, yeah.
Sure.
One of those. So we got that guy in there.
Yep.
Gary.
And Gary is dutifully listening to you and watching everything.
Gary, we're going on an adventure together with my cousin and Sebastian. Sebastian, you remember Gary, right?
Of course. Gary's the best.
Yeah, don't pet him, he bites.
All right, so maybe he's a piranha instead. A single piranha, not even a swarm. Just
That'd be good to get some sunshine, huh, Gary?
Bloop.
Oh,
single bubble.
I've let him out of the bowl before. He doesn't like it. He really did not like it.
I would guess. But you know, he's in the bowl and in the sunshine, so that's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna look. It's a quipper. That's what the fish is called.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, it's a quipper.
Oh my god, it does look like a
Can we
piranha.
just have it as an interchangeable fish?
Yeah.
Just morphing constantly.
It's
in the
just
bowl?
a fish. It will have a use, maybe, in the future. But anyways, the farmland stretching around for miles and the beautiful snowy tundra makes it so all of you have to snuggle up a bit more closely to yourselves. Reyna, obviously, you already have your proper furred coats that you've probably donned onto yourself. Of course, Sebastian, you coming all the way out here maybe once or twice previously, you have your own furs as well, just to warm yourself up a little bit. And Nobu, you're a little chilly.
Oh, I don't have anything to warm myself up. Reyna, it's cold.
Do you want my coat?
Please.
All right, and she'll like unclasp it and hand it over to him.
That's better. I'm gonna put it over me and Quipper. Me and Gary.
So it's a little big for you. Reyna is considerably more sizable in the shoulders, in height, in length, in every proportion possible. You are considerably smaller. So that means it warms even more of you up. It's great.
Now I'm too hot.
The back.
It's okay. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, the three of you are walking through town, and everybody keeps waving hello at all of you. Now, you've come to Maida, first off, because for once, you have permission for Junior to actually go outside and experience the world. It's an amazing feature. And secondly, most of you have adopted into one of the new followings, let's call them. One of them, at least. And, well, you know part of each of these followings is you want to make the world a better place. That's the key to it. That is what all of them have expressed, because if you can't make it a better place, something will happen. The magnitude of what will happen, none of you know, but something bad will happen. So, you've hoped that by coming through here, you might be able to find something for you all to enjoy. So, you've entered into the streets of Maida. Wow, I was stuttering for a second. I think I figured out what the issue was. I had 2 windows open of the game.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
would cause an echo.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. We figured it out. The map will be back here in just a second. Boom. Did it. Okay, cool. Holy shit. I got like 5 hours of sleep last night, everybody. I am so very sorry about all of that. But we're back. You're walking through the city streets very beautifully, very easily as you do so. And, well, you finally made it back to Maida. Junior, you've been to Maida maybe once or twice, but never without your mother. Or several guards surrounding you. And you are never able to go anywhere into the actual city itself. You've always been secluded to the very nice areas and the hulking estate far off in the background. But now, you step into the city for the first time. With freedom. What would you all like to do?
I want to show Gary everything. Where's the cool places here, cousin? Sebastian, you might notice a few, even though it's not water, I don't think.
Cool places in town that your mother wouldn't kill me for taking you to.
So, would you like me to tell you?
Yeah.
First off, one of the places he was never allowed into because, well, the person who runs the establishment is, not very desirable. The Red Slipper. The train in the center of the town, which is a magic shop itself, been under new construction and new management and ownership in recent history. The Red Slipper is a place that Mardnab Tarkobai is in charge of. He definitely has never been inside of that establishment, mostly because he does technically get allowances most of the time, and he would have wasted it within 30 seconds. I'm gonna say 5 on that one, Ogun. Unfortunately not. Because we don't want his familiar to kill himself in first session. But anyways, outside of that, I mean, there's a few other interesting places in town. There's the Little Tree Potions. That's the apothecary, ran by Mardred Glanhig, which is a very boisterous and physically beautiful dwarven woman. There's the Sew and Tell, which is a finer clothing establishment, but of course he was never allowed into those because sharp needles could hurt him. Let's
do the Sew and Tell so that he can get himself a fitted cloak.
Good enough.
My own clothes.
Oh, the puppy needs lovies. It's fine. It's okay. Dogs interrupting are fine. You're muted.
I just don't want him like breathing it into the mic.
I really
Okay,
don't mind. It's a dog. I don't get upset about dogs ever. They are perfect.
I'm down to see anything. I'd see the box cars or anything here. Yeah, it sounds fun. Mother did hate needles.
So, you all start walking over towards the eastern side of town, past the Red Slipper, of course. And Nobu, you've never been on this side of town. Whew. This is exciting. And as you walk past, I'm going to say Junior bumps into somebody. Drake and Palando, both roll me a d20. Ooh. Drake, this scrawny little guy wearing a feminine cloak of some type of furs, looking really hoity and toity, just bumped into you. Would you like to describe to us what you look like?
Drake is pretty sun-kissed skin, a silvery hair, almost not from age, but his hair is just naturally that way. It kind of brushes over to the side of his face, covering about a quarter of the left side of his face. He has a fairly well-groomed, smaller mustache, and going down into a goatee, going into like kind of a lined goatee.
A chin strap goatee.
A chin strap goatee, thank you.
I used to have one.
He has what looks like silver earrings, and he's wearing this big, flowy kind of white, almost like a dress shirt, covered by some red leathers that go over his shoulder, and belts, which has a sword down at the side. He also has a bag that looks like maybe like a veal coming out of the back of it. Yeah, and excuse me, I didn't mean to bump into you. Drake is my name. Are you alright? Dust
Raina, there's a stranger.
Oh no! I did. I introduced myself.
Oh, I'm. Wow, this
It's
is
kind
new.
of you to introduce yourself as well.
I'm Nobu. Yeah, Nobu.
Glorious to meet you.
Uh,
Are you new here?
I need someone else to talk for me. I'm sorry. This is too much. Raina?
It's his first time in the city, so
Well, I'm sure with a guard as tall as you, you'll be quite fine.
yeah, he'll be alright.
And 1 second, Drake, are you accompanied by anybody?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with Maida?
Nope.
Cool. You have no idea who these people are. Go ahead.
Well, it has been great to make your acquaintance, Drake.
Drake, yes. I help with things. Give me a second. Let me move.
Sorry. We hear them as loud as you.
And while he's doing that, like, Raina will look over to Nobu. It's okay. This stuff happens all the time.
Almost spilt Gary.
Well, you gotta watch where you're going.
Can't you put him away?
It's a bowl. There's a hole in the top. What if Gary wants to come out?
I don't know if Gary wants to come out right now.
Gary, do you want to come out? She's gonna stare at Gary until he does something.
A single bubble.
Oh, that's a sign.
Hmm?
Nobu's gonna stick his hand in the fishbowl.
And he swims into your palm because he thinks that's what you want.
Need to get that fish a collar of air breathing.
It's gonna pull it out of the fishbowl.
I think that we should go on and get you that that coat.
Yes, I think Gary's getting cold too. I'm gonna put him back in the fishbowl.
And he
Um,
immediately wants to be back in the fishbowl.
Sebastian, did you want to go anywhere else, or
What are you trying to do?
Not specifically. Check things out.
Nothing specific.
Yeah, we can get him a proper cloak and then go from there.
sounds good to me? Goodness. And Nobu, we're gonna have a chat about strangers, okay?
My mom has chats with me about strangers all the time. So.
I know, and I think sometimes her chats are a little much. So we're gonna have an actual real life, like what strangers are and do and how to talk to them thing, okay?
I'll let you talk to them.
Yeah.
I thought he did quite fine.
Well, there's weird strangers, and then there's just people you bump into on the street. That guy, we just bumped into him. He seemed fine.
So I haven't really heard of him around town, and I usually am pretty well connected, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
That's because I'm new.
Oh, well, welcome to Mida. Is there...
Well, to you, not to Maida. Do you need help finding something?
Oh, what's the coolest thing to do in the city?
Easily perusing the greatest architecture here. He's gonna turn around and just put an arm around Junior.
Oh God, he is like, you can see he's visibly uncomfortable.
Raina just reaches
Starts
over
poking
and
him.
like plucks Drake's arm off of him. I'm very familiar with Mida, thank you. And we're on errands right now, and then we're also expected afterwards. So we have a full day planned.
Direct. I like that. But anyways, so should we do the architecture tour? I mean, we can do it on the way to wherever you're getting something.
Well, we're going to the Show and Tell to get Junior a proper cloak.
Ah, yes, the Show and Tell. Many businesses I've done there. Beautiful place.
How nice are the clothes you're wearing?
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice or like noble nice?
Fine.
They are fine? Okay, then yeah, definitely.
It's like a mix of fine. Like the shirt's not like super nice.
Yeah, okay. Just wondering, that's all.
Like above average commoner, below average noble.
Correct.
Yes.
So, are you all going to continue?
Nicest things.
Are you all going to go continue to the Show and Tell?
Yes, but Raina is just like glaring at the back of his head.
Fair enough. So, the four of you are walking over towards this lovely fine clothing establishment. Raina, of course, you would be very familiar with Show and Tell. Almost every outfit you have commissioned is done specifically by the leader and the founder of this fantastic shop, Keldrum, a half-elven man, fairly warm, happy, a little on the pudgy side, but you know, who isn't nowadays? Here's his name, by the way. Keldrum. And as you walk over, you open up the door and you see two individuals inside of the shop. One who looks normal, one that stands out even amongst Zodiac itself. As you hear the two of them asking to put up flyers inside of the shop. Moose, would you like to describe what you look like and how you're begging to put up your flyers and what you're saying?
Moose is a just above 2-foot mouse creature of sorts, dressed in semi-nice purple clothing, mostly robe-like, with a large backpack full of seemingly littered on the sides with herbs and other poultices and potion ingredients, and is currently looking up the counter, I guess is the best word for it.
Yeah.
Hi there. Um,
Hi. How are you?
Good?
Are you... He looks between you and Polando. Polando, would you like to describe what you look like?
Yeah, I'm a young guy with red hair. It looks like he always just got out of bed. He has a headband to keep it out of his eyes. Never wears a shirt, has tribal tattoos that cover his chest and shoulders and arms, hand wraps on his fists, and basically what would be the equivalent of jean shorts.
Now, are you familiar with the cold climate?
Yeah, probably a little bit. I am
Okay.
from the north.
So, aside from extreme nipping, you're perfectly fine in this temperature. Hey, slashing damage.
I think it's
That was
piercing.
piercing.
Yeah. Depends how you use it. I mean, but anyways, yeah, he looks between the two of you and looks down to you, Moose. You said you want to put up a flyer? I'm sorry, friend, but this isn't exactly an establishment that many people come to look for things like that.
I'm sorry, are you denying him the right to put those up in your store?
Oh, I mean, paper's expensive. I don't want him to put it up here. And he looks over at you, and like, it's odd. As a shopkeep, he didn't like treat you like a customer. He was warm towards you, and then he looks over past that Raina and goes, "Raina, how have you been?"
Good. Very
Good.
good. Had a very good trip to Morian.
That's fantastic. Oh, and this must be your cousin. Walks up to Sebastian. It's so nice to meet you. I mean, you look
No.
exactly.
That's Sebastian.
No.
He's a friend. This is
Oh.
my cousin Nobu here, and she'll point to the guy with the fishbowl.
He
That is
looks
holding a
over,
fishbowl.
looks down. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Holds his hand out to shake it.
I'm gonna try to hold the fishbowl with one hand and put one arm out.
Give me a
This
dexterity check.
little did Jero know this. Oh,
Can I be around him, just like creeping around, just cautious of the fishbowl?
Sure, definitely. 15. Yeah, you balance it and you shake his hand, and he has very soft but like firm hands. It's an odd sensation. You're not used to firm hands. The only people you know with firm hands are Raina and Sebastian.
Wow, this is different. You're the second person I've touched today.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't get out a lot.
He's having a blast.
Yeah.
He needs a new cloak. He's wearing
Oh.
Raina's currently.
Well, I would be happy to help you with that. Raina, would you mind assisting? What did you say your name was? Looks down at you. Moose. Sorry. I'll get used to it.
Moose.
Yes. Ah,
Oh, I'm,
Moose. Yes.
I'm sorry if this is offensive, but you are the cutest thing ever.
Don't eat me.
It's just I haven't met. I've heard of
He's
Mousefolk.
backing away slowly.
No, I've heard of Mousefolk, but I haven't met one.
So is that a yes to putting up the flyers? I wasn't sure.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
What's that?
That's the
Looking at the fish.
Wait, it's that big?
no. It's like
Sorry, guys.
oh, so excited.
It requires attention.
Yes.
no, I'm sorry. Furry things. I'm Raina. Are you putting up posters for to
Help.
sell goods or
I'm looking for help.
for help with?
Hey,
finding a home for my entire extended family.
Okay, how many is that?
Can I roughly guess at 100 euro?
When last you were with them, there was 100, which means by now there's around 250, maybe, give or take.
Good
Yep.
math.
He takes out a tiny little abacus. 250.
Okay.
What do you mean by a home? Where are all these other mouse folk?
Outside towns. Around the giant set of mountains, mostly. Not by choice.
Harvard?
Is that what they call it?
West of here?
The mountains.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Polando, you would be familiar. Yeah.
Thank you, Polando.
That's not necessarily the best place for people of your size.
Moose, you know all too well.
Yeah.
They don't have
No,
many
that's
other
just
places to go.
yes. That's kind of where we showed up.
Where did you come from? Why are you looking for a home? Or a new home?
I just call it the dark place. That's where we came from.
Okay.
That's vague
We're-
and terrifying.
I know the dark place too well. Thinks back to his home.
Was this gonna
Well-
look at you? Oh, okay.
Well, it seems that you are in the right shop at the right time. My name is Rain. And I'm on the council that helps rule Mida. So I can just walk up to the con and be like, hey, we should hear this guy out and see if we can give all the mouse people a home.
Oh, so the council's going to let us put up flyers?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And I will see if we can get an audience with the con.
That would be nice. Thank you.
You're muted, Adam.
See, Moose, I told you today was the day.
We're just gonna like go from hiding behind Palando's leg, just walking up to Reina, sticking out a hand.
And she'll kneel. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Kneel, and then she'll like reach out her hand to shake his.
Is her hand cold?
Yeah.
His fur will poof out.
But your hand is super warm, Moose.
It sweats.
So, once we get done here, I will send a messenger to the con and see what we can do. We're in town a few days, so do you have somewhere to stay? The two of you?
Is there a temple to Lady Sunseer here?
Not that I can recall, but if you are connected with her, actually, we were going to go back and stay at my family estate, and the person who runs it is a worshiper of Gabriella.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm trying to learn more about her.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, she could tell you more. Definitely. Just watch out for her cat. Her cat is terrifying.
What's the cat?
I put a hand over Moose, and I'm just like, you might want to stay with me.
The cat doesn't leave that housekeeper's side, so we should be fine as long as we.
Why has nobody told me what a cat is?
How wonderful, a place for us all to stay. That is quite kind of you.
She just like turns. It's like,
Oh, is he with you?
no.
This is the first person I touched.
What do you mean? He's obviously with our group. We'll have a grand old time, and Polando throws an arm around Drake.
Well, having a lawyer in your stead is quite important.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
getting through law and everything else. Drake
What's a
pulls out
lawyer?
some paperwork.
What's a cat?
What are those drawings on your skin?
Tattoos? You want one? There's a great tattoo place.
No.
I want one.
His aunt
It's always
will
good to start with
kill
something
me.
small, somewhere discreet.
I'm thinking full sleeve, colored.
And also, just to let you know, there is not actually a tattoo place here in Maida, unfortunately. Tattoos are much more common inside of the Aqua territory. However, there is one establishment within Terra itself that does have a tattoo parlor that you may be aware of. Roll me a history check. The Bridge Burners. North of
Okay.
here. They have their own encampment. They do have a very, very interesting... minus what?
What?
Hold on.
No, I rolled it as Gary.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I was concerned there.
Worst wizard ever.
He is Nobu Jr.
Oh god.
So over in that area, you know of this one establishment called the Soulmates. It is a cobbler, leather worker, and general helper type of area inside of their encampment, where one of the people, Huckabee, their name is androgynous tiefling, does actually specialize in tattoos.
I mean, if you ever want to go to Sotad or Morian, there's probably a good chance we can get one there, but the Bridge Burners do a good job. They're just north of here.
I want to
I'd be
get
glad
one.
to take you.
Yes, let's go. I want to get one that says "Mom" on my arm, like a heart.
Yeah, let's go. And I start walking with Nobu Jr. with my arm around him towards the door.
Before you leave, however, Nobu Jr., you're being asked to stay by the man who's currently trying to fit you for your clothing. Excuse me.
He doesn't go anywhere without me.
Yeah, you come too.
Crouched below us, measuring him the entire time.
Yeah. He's been measuring all of his dimensions while you guys have been talking. This is a fine establishment. He gets personally fitted.
Can you make anything for Gary?
He looks at you, Reyna.
Do your best.
You could put like a
Mic up a little bit.
if you could put like a decorative thing for his bowl.
A scarf for the bowl.
Yes, that would be.
I can manage that. Sure.
Could you use a scarf to tie a lid on the bowl? He's concerned he's gonna fall out.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion and create like a little like coat on Gary.
All right. Reyna, your Mage Slayer kicks in. Roll to hit. No, I'm joking.
Excuse me?
Not yet.
Not
there
yet. Yeah.
Not that bad of a relationship.
Holy shit.
What's Gary trying to do?
Hide in his bowl.
Yeah, there's a scary thing on his bowl. Yes. I should have everything prepared for you. Say in. Do you need this expedited or?
Well-
We should be in town a few days. So what is your usual time? And then what would be the expedited time?
You know what? For the Dier Wolf, 3 days will be fine.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate all of that. How much will it be?
We'll call it at 5 gold.
5 gold. Perfect. And I'll cover that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And in just a few days, we'll get it picked up, and you'll be all set. Until then, there should be something at the estate that you can borrow.
Alrighty, well, best of luck to all of you. Have fun calling your meeting, and Moose, was it? I wish you the best of luck with you and your family.
Takes out the abacus again.
Could you at least leave a
260 will
flyer?
thank you.
Oh God.
What'd you say, Drake?
Could you at least leave a flyer? You know, just something to show. You have such a nice establishment. I'm sure that people who are of well-minded and known throughout the courts could help spread the word that they might need assistance.
Roll a persuasion.
Can I give him advantage thanks to being pitiful looking?
You are pitiful looking, but you're not a goblin, so you don't get advantage for being pitiful.
That's a kobold.
22.
You're not a kobold. So, well, regardless. Yes, please leave one here. I'll see if there's a more reasonable place to put it than my shop. We don't have people who care about other people come through here very often.
I'm sure that charity is always important for them to do that.
I'll
See,
do
that's
my
what I'm
best to
talking
help.
about. Slap him on the back really hard.
I'm going to like quickly pitter patter up there, up towards his desk. Jump, place a, yeah, and I'm just going to bow. Thank you again.
Of
Does
course, yeah.
Palando have a backpack or a satchel?
He does not, but he will put his hand out for you to stand on and then lift you up to his shoulder.
Yep,
So how tall are you again?
2 feet.
Yeah, you can sit on his shoulder. You can't stand on it, unfortunately, but you can sit on it.
Okay.
Palando's a fairly big guy. You're pretty strong, though, right?
No.
He might need a satchel then.
Okay.
But hey, you could
Just
you
let
can
me
get
get
one at the
second level
establishment.
spells. I can cast reduce person on myself.
If you would like, you could commission one here in the shop, though. The show
I mean, I
and
guess I
tell
got my
specializes
explorer's
in all
pack.
things. Yeah. Yeah, but you'd have to
Um,
empty everything else.
Oh no, I need my stuffs.
How
I
much
can
would a
take him.
satchel? Moose is just like on his shoulder, like not moving. Slowly turns towards Reyna.
I mean,
Uh,
you guys look like you're having some trouble.
We've made it this far.
Is there a
All right.
satchel in the space?
Is there what?
A satchel in here.
There's like purses, large purses as well, and a few like carrying bags that are like stylish, meant for the younger generations who want to prove that they're like super important in, you know, the people who call themselves lawyers and stuff.
Does Drake have one?
Absolutely.
Oh, Drake, where'd you get yours? I'm gonna go over and start pulling the zippers and stuff and looking in it and feeling around.
You do see, if you're opening it up, there are like these black cards. Yeah, like just like black, almost like little pieces of paper. They're all like identical, pretty much, from like the top, from what you can see.
Did that come with the bag?
No, it did not.
No.
Oh, but you reminded me. I'm going to take one out and give it to the shopkeeper. In case you ever need any sort of work, please just get in contact with me and give him a wink.
What type of work do you do? And he'll take it from you and look at it.
Fixer of all sorts. You need someone to work for you, find some help, say you have something that needs to be done, just get in contact with me and we can help get that done for a good price, of course.
You're one of those adventuring kids, right? The new generation?
Oh, no. I the one who hires them.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, no.
Deception?
I guess we know who the face is of the party.
19. I will definitely let you know if I need any help. Thank you. Thank you.
And the card is black, just for description. It's black with gold filigree, kind of like gold leaf looking type that says Armand Goldman on it.
Armand
and it has
Goldman.
Like it has like a lion's insignia on it.
Very well. So, Muse, you find a roll an investigation. 10. You find a bag. It's a dark brown with a little bit of like a bluish trimming around the edges of it, and it is properly sewn together. It looks like you can crunch yourself in there and fit. And you pay your measly 3 gold for it.
That are literally bigger than my fist.
Yeah. Tink, tink, tink.
It's the dinner plate.
And Reyna has already died.
I can't. I'm just. Oh, it's so precious.
Guys, you found the protect the small in the party.
And this time it's not trying to creep you out.
Unbeknownst to all of you, this is your barbarian.
No, I'm going to like hand Palando the satchel.
All right, let's go.
Now, Palando, with the proper attire, he's just sitting in the bag, swinging back and forth. Or, sorry, he, they, them, she?
He.
He?
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
All right, he just swinging back and forth in the bag.
It's a mouse.
That could matter to the mouse.
The mouse is trying to survive. Nothing matters.
All right, so tattoos.
Yes, I am excited. This is so fun. I'm gonna get like a nice little
it's-
on my arm.
Oh, tattoos.
It's several days to get to the Bridge Burners, and we're in town in Maida for a few days.
So tattoos.
No, but I
I'm
think
still
we need
concerned.
drinks.
I'm still concerned as to what a cat is.
I like you. What was your name? Sebastian? I keep hearing it thrown
That's right.
around.
Yes, I'm Sebastian.
So that's beautiful armor you have on. It's lovely crafted.
Yeah, it's all that I own.
That's noble of you, traveling with everything on your back.
Yeah.
But anyways, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. I am Drake Silvermane, as you already heard. I'm assuming we're out of the store at this point.
Yeah. You're all walking.
Yeah.
Are you taking them to the Dier estate? Keep in mind there is no alcohol on the estate.
Of course I am.
I'm asking Reyna.
I'm kidding. I know.
Wait, no alcohol in the estate?
Never. It clouds your mind and misjudgments. It makes you vulnerable to acts of injustice and hatred.
Okay, who used their god rule to make alcohol illegal?
It's a dry county.
Oh
Just
God.
the estate.
I could go for a drink, and there's one particular bar that I know really well. The order hangs out there a lot, so it should be safe enough.
And which bar are you going to be going to? Or do you need me to tell you which bar you're going to?
If you could let me know.
Well, there's a number of different establishments. There's the Booze Brothers, ran by a female half-orc named Braca. She's pretty cool, pretty chill about most things. There's many different fights and scraps that happen in there. There's the Happy Bowl as well, which is ran by a different half-elven individual. It's a little more upper scaled. It's not upper class. It's like working class folk that are tired from a tediously long day of work usually hang out there. And inside of Mida, those are the only two real establishments that you would really want to waste your time in. All the other ones are kind of
Second one, then. A
All
little
right.
bit quieter.
So you're all going to the Happy Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So now you have to walk over to the east side of town, past the Red Slipper yet again, as you all walk past. Moose, you've been in Mida for a day, 2 days?
Couple days, not a week, but
You've absolutely seen the Red Slipper before, but probably not this up close. Would you like to roll a particular tool check to see if you understand what it is?
I think Tinker's works best.
Yes, sir. Intelligence. It looks to be some type of contraption.
Yes, and I'm some sort of creature.
Yes. That's about all you get out of it. You look at it and you're like, that thing looks kind of, weird.
Moose's head is sticking out of the satchel, just eyes darting around.
So I think I found the person who's going to be getting all of the fan art for this game just for Moose.
I have a way with people.
Apparently. Always play the adorable character. But anyways, as you all walk past it, you do hear the town crier running through the area, spouting off something about, a new group of adventurers are being credited for assisting the Taurus city itself and are on their way back over to Nordis. Apparently, there's been a fantastic deal struck between a group of Everlasters and the New Age followers of the Champions. To clarify something, the Everlasters are the people who believe that the previous dogma are going to be coming back. They're a very large portion of this society. They're the devoted worshippers of the old gods at this point, who believe that they will one day return. But anyways, you all continue moving along, and you make over to a fairly decent-looking establishment. There is a single floor made out of wood. You walk over the creaky stairs towards this establishment, and when you get over to the door, you have to open it yourselves, which, Junior, that's a preposterous notion. And as soon as it does open, you do see there's about 15 to 20 individuals inside, seated around randomly, it seems, relaxing, having a decent day. As soon as you walk in, Raina, about 10 of them raise their glasses and just nod towards you.
She'll just nod back and smile.
You all walk into this fine establishment. It's beautiful in here. And you see a very familiar looking individual. A male half-elf bearing a very fine set of clothing, looking to be in very high health and well trimmings of his face and grooming of his hair. The individual seems very well nourished as well. Not plump, but you definitely notice he has a little bit of chub to him. Dresses in a pastel turtleneck beneath a tan coat and black slacks. His red handlebar mustache is slick with black hair lining the tips at the very bottom, expressing exactly who he is. And his eyes are very likable amber color for most people when you look over at him. And he smiles beautifully with his very, very yellow and unaligned teeth. He drinks a lot of coffee and smokes a lot of tobacco. And he looks over at you all and goes, Raina, hey, how have you been?
Hey.
Of course,
good.
you recognize Deareth is his name.
How's the family, Dairith?
Oh, still dead.
Goodness. I still
Nice.
can't believe that you got me with that.
Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time. Hey, you brought a bunch of new people in with you. What do we owe
I
the honors, huh?
did. Guys, this is Dairith. He's his pal. Got the best drinks in town.
Oh, stop lying to them. I give you the best priced drinks in town.
I mean, what's the difference?
True enough. And he's smiling, and like many of you are like, dude, brush your fucking teeth. Like, just
Moose climbs up to Palando's shoulder. I can tell you the difference between those two.
Oh, hey, you're the little fella I've seen walking around town. I didn't know you could talk. That's adorable.
Well, of course I can talk.
I had no idea. Well, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the Happy Bowl. Can I get you guys some rooms? Are you looking for some drinks? A little bit of grub to munch on? We have new breadsticks. Just made them this morning.
Why is it called the Happy Bowl?
Do you want to find out?
No.
Yes. What? Why would we not want to find out?
He would love to find out.
Roll a persuasion, Raina. This guy's a little mischievous. Uh-oh, she froze.
I have a happy bowl, and I'm going to put it in Gary's bowl. Is it a happy bowl, Sebastian?
She froze.
Gary?
We'll give her a second.
I'm going to try to get Gary to smile. Please listen to me, Gary, and smile.
Are you back? You're moving. You froze.
I'm back.
Okay, cool.
The cat's been playing with the internet game.
Goddamn cat. Yeah, clearly.
She was just like, I didn't even invite you, and then like turns back to
Roll a persuasion to try to convince him. He's a little mischievous.
Jeez, we're on fire with the persuasions.
Yeah, right?
I know.
Get all the good rolls out now. Sorry, but I don't want to piss off the noble one.
Wait, what? We're both noble. What?
where
Oh,
Well, we at least need a round. And a table.
yes.
Good
that
enough.
I'll say yes to.
Yeah, go get yourselves a table over there. A round for a table of, I assume, discussing business. In this town, only cost you 1 gold, so don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only 1 gold for a round for all of you.
All right.
And as you find yourselves a table, some of the people who are seated around look over and go, Raina, do you need us to scoot away so you can have a private conversation? Are you good?
No, we're good.
All right, yeah, okay, cool. And they just keep sitting and drinking. Palando, Moose, and Drake. It's very odd seeing just how much respect this person gets from the common folk and the wealthy folk. You're not used to people having the respect of both classes.
So you're some sort of big shot in this town?
I mean, I like to say that I have made a name for myself, but that's not necessarily the whole truth.
My parents chose my name.
Mine did.
So my mom chose my name. She calls me Nobu Toku when she's angry at me, but Nobu Mori when she's happy.
Sounds like a nice lady. I too have a mother.
Yeah.
Rain just kind of like, like, oh god.
Moose jumps on the table.
Moose, do you need a regular size glass or do you need a tiny glass?
She's like looking. Did I see a representation of their size of glass? You're muted, Jero.
Yes, you do, and they're about the size of like your head and half your torso, and they're pretty wide.
He takes out a teacup, his size.
The tiniest little teacup. And, of course, Deareth comes wandering over and smiles at all of you and goes, alrighty, first round, I figure we'll start you off with something a little easy. We call this Dire Tea. Don't worry about it. It's a really good blend that I crafted myself. Raina, Drake, do you have a drinking problem? Or maybe not a problem, but, like, do you enjoy a lot of drinks?
Yeah, I tend to.
All right. Dire
But
Tea
not
is
big.
this world's equivalent of Long Island's.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh, tea.
He gives a glass to everybody, and seeing that Moose pulled out his own teacup, he very gingerly pours a little bit into the cup, and
About a drop.
I mean, you get a few, maybe an ounce, and then puts the rest on the table and goes, alrighty, if you all finish with this one, be sure to ask for another round. Take care, everyone. And he just scoots on over and starts handling drinks, welcoming people. It's a lively establishment. People come in here and they wave at each other, they hug each other, they get up, ask how the day's going. Like, it's a very good, wholesome atmosphere in this little establishment. It's kind.
Which is why Rain came here.
The other one would have been wholesome, but wholesome with bar fights.
Right.
Oh.
It's called the Brew Brothers. Come on now.
Nobu's gonna take a sip of his
That was the Booze
drink
Brothers.
and
Yes, the Booze Brothers. Sorry.
kind of spit it back into the drink.
What are you talking about? Long Islands are sweet and delicious.
So
He
do
doesn't
I.
like alcohol.
Have you ever had a Long Island? It does not taste like alcohol.
I have-
It tastes like
I
sweet
haven't
tea.
I
Yeah,
haven't had one in forever.
it tastes like sweet
Can't
tea.
remember. Oh.
It just has like 5 shots in it.
I say before we
Actually, it has
drink,
so much
we,
higher.
make a toast.
Or here, how about this? Roll a d20. 10 or higher, or 9 or higher, you like it. 8 or lower, you don't. It tastes like sweet tea. It's so good.
I want to pour a little into Gary's bowl.
No.
Gary doesn't need it.
Gary comes over and bloop, 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 bloop. Immediately turns upside down.
Gary!
He's swimming upside down. He's having a
Oh,
good time.
okay, good. This is
all
about
right.
to get really sad.
Moose takes a
Alright.
sip.
It's cold tea. Never thought of that.
Is tea cold here?
Sometimes.
Can be.
When it's alcoholic.
There's alcohol in here?
Yes.
A lot.
Do we know? I know he hasn't said anything, but would Polando know Sebastian is from the sea based on his armor and gear?
He definitely looks like he's from the Aqua territory. Absolutely
All right.
looks like he's from there.
After a long chug of my drink, I'm going to sit down, look pretty directly at him, and just, anybody know any good?
I keep saying
shanties?
Aqua, it's Wake. I apologize. It's Wake in this game. I keep saying Aqua, it's Wake. I ran the other game for 3 years. I'm trying to get back into it.
Shanties.
Come on, a seaman
I
like
don't know.
yourself. I bet
I
you
mean-
know one good one.
I was never the singer on the ship.
What about you, Drake? You know any songs?
Drake.
I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but
I think we
pulls
got a
out
winner.
viol.
What do you pull out?
It's a violin.
Oh, or a fiddle. Do you play the violin or the
Or-
fiddle?
Violin.
Oh, okay, you're classy. Understandable.
Pinky's out.
Rain just drowns the rest of her drink.
Are we sure? What are we feeling? Something light, up tempo?
Some knee slapping music.
You ready to sing
I
along?
mean, my family
Ready
has
to
one
try.
song.
What'd you say, Moose?
My family have one song.
All
And what
right,
is
let
that,
her rip.
Moose?
All right, please begin singing.
Oh, shut up.
Roll your performance checks. Use your instruments if you are proficient.
I have no instrument.
All right, then just a charisma check. Moose.
Jeez, I don't. 10, 11, 10.
Very consistent. You just start singing Three Blind Mice. The Three Blind Mice. And Drake, you look over and go, okay, I can... You play a perfectly tempoed little song on your viol as Muse is like trying to get into the groove of everything, and like you see he's struggling a little bit, and you just pick up the pace and make it sound so beautiful, and everyone in the establishment is like clapping their hands, having a good time, and Moose, you're like, oh yeah, people are nice here. Hey, no one's tried eating me yet.
What is what does that sound? Watching them clap.
That means that they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Rub some funk on it.
Moose takes out a Moose takes out a little foldable thing, and it roughly like is the circumference of his body, but it acts as a small cup. Just takes out a bunch of herbs, just slowly picking herbs into it.
And everybody's like, oh, the song's over. Okay. Hey!
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Well, Deareth at the end of the song comes over with a new round of drinks for everybody and goes, the patrons seem to like it a lot, so they bought you around. Here you go.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Nice.
Are you? I noticed you drank that rather quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an issue? Everything okay?
I think you and I need to have a little chat. Just real quick.
I mean, if you would like, sure.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Sebastian, you've got Nobu for a few minutes?
Oh yeah, we're fine.
Okay. Drake. Come on.
All right.
You and I are
No-
having a talk.
Nobu, how much have you drank of the first one?
Other than the little bit that I poured into the bowl, all of it.
Okay, there's a second one in front of you now.
Oh, awesome. I guess I'm drinking that.
And you are trashed.
I'm gonna slide over next to him just so you'd never really go outside the house.
No, but I met Sebastian and we played pranks before. I got a prank. Do I see any happy bowls?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Not one, you see your own happy bowl.
You're muted. Disadvantage, so 8. Yeah. You look around and it takes you a couple of minutes, but it's not that hard. You do see somebody has a very wide bowl dish that seems to have like 10 different colors of alcohol put into it. Where you come from, they call this jungle juice. You know this because your mother, whenever she has the ladies' night, they always have about 2 jungle juices for the 8 of them.
Excuse me, my red-headed friend. Friend's a good word for this. Block me while I do this. I'm gonna conjure familiar into the bowl. I'm gonna summon Gary into the bowl. As a prank.
We'll get to that.
Moose is obliviously putting herbs in his bowl. So,
Reyna and Drake. By the way, Drake, I did turn off your camera while you were walking through the area because I didn't want anybody to see anything, just in case. So, just to let you know.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to turn back on and like shift things.
You're more than welcome to, as long as you're in position. You guys hear that?
It says I can't because you stopped it, so it's
Beep.
alright.
Oh,
Beep.
We can
Beep.
celebrate.
there you go. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I gotta go close my window.
So who wants some herbal tea?
I will. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick though.
If you put it in
Adam.
front of Nobu, he might drink it.
Adam, I didn't think you were gonna know what that was. I didn't think anybody was gonna know what that name was.
Oh, I love Birdcage. It's one of the best
So do I.
movies ever.
You know, I was actually going to start singing Ring Around the Rosie.
That would be cool.
God.
This mouse is
everyone
killing
dies.
me. Killing me. I'm like, the little baby. Want to pet him.
And he is terrified of you.
Alrighty,
She's
I'm back.
giant.
I'm back.
Yeah, more than normal.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances? Redeem it and find out. So, Drake and Reyna. Please. You scoot him off to the side area. There's a little back room where, on Wednesday night they have poker night here. It's perfectly legal. Everybody bets like copper pieces at most. But you bring him back over to that room to have a conversation. Please go ahead.
Fire and ice you are. I see.
And I think that you're a slippery bastard who is trying to get in with my cousin who doesn't know any better. So I need an explanation about what you're trying to do here.
No, nothing. He bumped into me. I just happened per chance of luck of the day, I guess. But anyways,
luck to invite yourself along everywhere we go?
Well, I mean, it's good company, no? I'm not trying to take anything from him. I'm not a man who does something of that sort of thing.
You better not be. Because if you hurt him, do anything to him that makes him unhappy, you're fucked on about 10 levels. Okay? Because it doesn't matter if I try to go through one way or another way. She like cracks her knuckles at him.
Yes,
You're not going to get away with it.
I see your point. You're making clearly. No, and that'd be just 22 ways I'd be kind of fucked. But yeah.
Yeah. So just as long as we're clear on all that, you're good to go.
Crystal, I like to see where the day takes me. I'm kind of a person who goes on the whim. But no, your cousin is not the sort of person that I would do that to. But I'm not lying when I say I do help people with problems. I'm a fixer.
Mm-hmm.
Patent pending on that name, by the way.
Gotcha. Okay. But you see, I'm the kind of person that likes to know who I'm dealing with, and I don't play games. And as long as you don't try to play any with us, you're fine.
What if we wanted to
Understood?
play some dice or chess or cards? I mean, he seems like somebody who might want to play a game or two.
You know what I mean.
Indeed.
Good. Now that that's settled, as long as if Sebastian or Nobu want you around, that's fine. Just know that I've got my eye on you.
sounds lovely. Thank you. It's always nice to have the eye on me,
Good.
especially such a charming person as yourself.
Oh, we both know that's a lie. Now, come on, let's go.
So while the two of you are having this conversation, Reyna, you hear a very loud shattering noise from the inside. I would like everybody to please roll me initiative.
Oh, jeez. What did I just walk into?
Someone said, what are the odds?
I just got back from the bathroom and you're like, roll initiative.
Good timing, then.
My tea.
Oh, dear. Oh man, what is this? My initiative isn't like 30? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, right? Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So, Reyna and Drake, you're kind of in the back room right now having your own little conversation while this is happening. But pretty much how things went down. After Nobu poofs his tiny little guppy into the bowl, the individual tilts the bowl backwards and as he just swallowed your familiar whole, and you burst out laughing because you're drunk. For the first time in your life, you are drunk. So you're just laughing. You're not hiding it. Oh, by the way, you were supposed to roll initiative at disadvantage. You're exhausted. You're not exhausted, you're drunk. So, as soon as they hear you bursting out laughing, this individual looks over, very pissed off, and grabs this large axe and immediately goes to swing over at you, while the man sitting across from him has the bowl get kicked off, splashing on him. Hearing you laugh even more, is now reaching down towards a sword to go towards your table, everybody.
Wait, they're fighting with weapons?
Yeah.
In a bar?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. These assholes don't know how to have a good time.
This is Morian, man. Palando, you're the first one to react. You see they are
It's
aiming
Maida.
at Nobu. Oh, Maida, sorry.
I do hope Morian's a civilized place.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna move 50 feet, or all of my speed, to get right behind the guy with the axe and just tap him on the shoulder and just, come on, man. It was just a bit of fun. I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. He's definitely like, he swings at you and goes, fucking pissat thinks that he's gonna fucking shove a thing down my throat. I'm gonna fucking kill him. You can tell this man is very sexually insecure with himself, and he saw that as a very, very disrespectful activity to be done to himself. But yeah, you're dodging.
All right, I'm good.
Nobu Jr. Oh, sorry, you're 9 now. Never mind. Sebastian.
Well, seeing as how he wants to kill Nobu, how far away from us is he?
Like 10 feet away.
Okay, well, I'll step forward and tell him, like, you need to sit down, and I'm just going to kneecap him.
With your weapon?
Yeah?
Go for it. Roll to hit. What do we get? 20. Yeah, that hits. Anything else or just bop?
I'm not going to smite him.
Just wondering. You take your weapon and whack right into his knee, and as soon as it impacts, it crunches sideways, but he's a sturdy farmer. He's a very sturdy farmer. Roll your damage. 5? Okay.
Oh, that was terrible damage.
Yeah.
But at least hopefully he'll attack me instead of Nobu.
Fine. The veteran walks over, and Palando, you put yourself over to him. Sebastian, you're over there as well. The veteran is going to look at all of you. Listening to what you say, sheathe his weapon, walk over towards Nobu. Moose, would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Can I take a opportunity to duck?
Yes, that you can do. Bag flap. As he goes over to you, Nobu, and he's just gonna fucking deck you in the jaw. Ooh, that's pretty good. Strength 19. You're muted.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you are gonna suffer 4 points of bludgeoning damage as his hand just whacks right on your jaw, and this is like the first time you've ever felt pain in your life.
Ow, what the fuck?
Now, the
Okay.
veteran does have multi-attack, so he's going to punch you again. This time it's a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. You
That's
dodge
his
out of the
hand.
way. The second time you're like, ow, that hurts. Alrighty, so that's going to be his turn. The Bard Brat is going to go now, and, well, since you just whacked him with your hammer, he's going to whack at you with his Great Axe. And he's going to Reckless. 21?
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. You take 9 points of slashing damage as the blade just sinks into your side, and you're like, oh, this guy means business. Oh, that fucking hurt. All done? He only has the one attack. So, Drake, you hear the shouting and cries, and you distinctly recognize Nobu going, ow! What are you doing?
You really should stay with him. I'm gonna throw the door open and dart out. I'm guessing I see.
Oh, yeah, you see the fight. Everyone else is, like, backed up, and they all look over at Raina and go, these fucking idiots.
Point of note, you don't see Moose. You see his ears.
Alrighty, so what are the odds that Orcus intervenes? 1. Sorry, we didn't roll a 1.
Oh God.
I'm
The
going
one
to
is still a lot more percentile than I
the
want.
one that's next to Sebastian. I'm going to I move out kind of like a hallway area
Yeah.
and just kind of point at. I didn't realize when they said this was the Happy Bull that an actual cow would come walking in and cast vicious mockery at him.
You failed.
Yeah, 1d6, I guess.
1d4.
Is it actually? It's 1d6.
Vicious Mockery? It's 1d4.
Oh, sorry, 1d4. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
I know
that's gonna be
bards
for a
very
level?
well.
That's gonna be
You
for a
know-
level.
Just click through. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't put a spellcaster.
It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, you have.
So 6.
Oh,
Wait.
wait, that was healing word. What?
Yeah, wrong
I
one.
clicked on vicious mockery.
Just roll a d4.
I mean, I was gonna healing word too, but
Just roll a d4.
okay. 3 psychic damage.
Okay. He will
And
take
his disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. That damage seems to hurt him a little bit more. He goes, oh, not a fucking cow. Ow. He seems very confused after you said those very hurtful things to him. His next attack has disadvantage, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna cast healing word onto Sebastian.
Very well.
Come on, champ, clean yourself up. And healing word, Sebastian. I'll do the 6. Yeah.
Yeah, you heal for 6.
All right. Nice.
His words invigorate you just a little bit.
And I end my turn.
Very well. Nobu, it is now your turn. You're drunk. And this guy just hit the shit out of you. You're muted, too.
Yeah, Nobu is gonna grab the Morian, the Mori family blade that he has, whip it out, and start doing Blade Song.
Ooh.
So, is there a possibility to be a drunken master blade singer?
You're drunk in a bar and you whip it out.
Whips it out. Bonus action. You start singing. Last
oh my
1
god, you're
minute.
living up to the Nobu.
What are you
name.
saying, Nobu?
So bonus action, you can start singing, and blade song activates.
All right, so you pull the blade, flick it, and just starts vibrating. Or do you physically sing?
He physically sings.
Please sing.
Crap.
Don't stand so close to me.
Yeah.
Hey,
I try to
come
do
here,
songs
to the
that were all, like,
king.
Mom oriented, but like it was the
Mama,
heat of the-
ooh.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll just do Queen.
I didn't mean to make him die.
I'm not back again. And as it gets to tomorrow, he's slashing.
Go ahead, roll to attack.
Let's see. Does it say anything? You gain AC bonus, increase dexterity, you gain constitution. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
This will be fun. Do it. Normal. 12.
A 12. Against a veteran who's not wearing their armor, a 12 just barely hits.
N for Nobu. I guess let's
Get your
do
damage in there, yeah.
That is just a Z, but on the side.
You gash into him. Aha. And he recoils backwards and goes, well, I thought we were going to have a manly brawl. And then he reaches for his sword.
Rihanna! That's it.
Moose, you're hiding in the flap.
Dang. Right. My god. You hear a bit of rummaging sounds from the satchel, and a small crossbow pokes out from under it, and I'm gonna fire at the veteran. Tink. You're muted again, Jira.
Oh, you have advantage because he was not expecting you to fight.
Let's go fight or flight.
All right, roll your damage.
At this point, I'm kind of stuck in the satchel.
4. It stabs into his side, and he looks over at you and goes, "The fuck is that? Ow!" Is that your
I'm
turn?
gonna scurry out my seat,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pop into the next set of benches,
Yeah.
and going to stand on the table over there.
Tuk, tuk, tuk.
So just ratatouilleing my way out.
Gotcha. Raina!
Up, down, up, down.
What happened? And she's just like running in. How far away are the guys from her?
You're 30 feet from the veteran. You're like 40 feet from the guy holding the great axe.
Okay. She's gonna run 30 feet to the veteran.
Yeah.
And grab him by the back of the collar and just turn him and just, what happened? And like her eyes will flash black for just like a second.
Are you trying to intimidate him as your action?
Yes.
Go ahead. You may use strength over your charisma if you choose.
Okay. So how do I do that?
Math. You roll in. You tell me the difference, and you roll the same button.
Okay.
Or just roll a d20 and add your bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
You kind of hiccup in between, and you're like, oh. He looks over and goes, "The little brat made my nephew swallow a fucking fish. Now I was going to teach him an easy way, And then he points down to the stab wound in his side. That was your action, unfortunately.
Well, what if he pays for it?
He will.
The drink.
Everyone's
Sorry.
ignore the tiny dart in the side of his neck.
You have a bonus action if you choose.
Nobble. Nibble nabble.
Nom nom nom.
Expose yourself as a vampire.
You know what? Then I'm gonna just use my action surge and headbutt him.
All right, go for it. Unarmed attack, strength only. Sure. Nobu Jr. is threatening. Advantage. Sure. Roll again, you might... Okay, you hit him regardless.
So 19.
Yeah.
I need to put in that macro.
So 1 plus strength mod is 5?
5,
Okay.
yeah.
Whack your head right against his, and he kind of like pushes backwards a little bit, and he hesitates since it's you, but he disrespected his nephew. Family. You understand, it's family.
Oh, she understands.
Polando.
Doesn't stop me from breaking you.
Some people just can't take a joke. And then I'm gonna lay into this guy.
For it. Are you gonna, be a gentleman and only use your fists?
Oh yes, and it's gonna be non-lethal.
Okay. Thanks. Somebody's declared it.
Yeah.
Go for it. 21 hits for 8 bludgeoning. As he's kind of like rearing back, you see like the slam of the hammer in his knee. He just pushes back and you just go, crack right against his jaw. He leans backwards going, oh, yeah, that definitely rocked him a little bit. Bonus
All
action?
right. Flurry of blows with a key point.
2 more attacks.
Can I forego one of those attacks to run over to the bar, chug a shot, and then run back?
He will get an attack of opportunity, but I'll allow it.
I'm mobile.
He will not get an attack of opportunity, and I'll allow it.
Just go over, take a shot. Whoo! Come back real quick. All right. And hit him again.
Go for
Hit
it.
him with a bottle.
15 will hit. Yeah. 7. Crack! Right against it. Oh, fuck. He's getting really pissed off now.
All right, you done now? I kind of shake it off my hand.
Sebastian.
All right. I need to protect Nobu, so since is he still like holding his head from like getting like psychically?
Right now he's holding his jaw, but like he definitely still looks a little rocked.
Okay, so I'll move back over to the veteran, try to
Brain
protect
damage.
Nobu.
All right, he will take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep. That'll be 14.
Nope.
Tink! Right against your metal armor. You paid a lot for that armor.
So I'm gonna as a bonus action. I'm gonna shield of faith Nobu.
Hey, +2 to your
It's a
AC.
+2 to his AC, and then I'm gonna try to like hit this guy with my hammer and knock the weapon out of his hand.
Please do. Please do.
Nope.
You miss. Like, you come over swinging the hammer down towards him, but as you do that, you just see Reyna, like, trying to deal with him and just crash, and your hammer's about to hit both of them. You go, oh, shit. Okay, nope. Okay. Nope. Not gonna hit her. That'd be a bad call.
Well, Nobu's still got +2 to his AC for Shield of Faith.
Absolutely. Now it is the veteran's turn. The veteran, seeing that he's getting ganged up on, is going to draw his longsword. Actually, no, he's having a leisurely day. He wouldn't have his longsword on him. He pulls out his short sword instead. and looks around at all of you and one attack against you, Reyna, and one attack against you, Nobu.
Because clearly I'm no threat.
Yeah, you missed. Yeah, right. That is going to be Reyna a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Nobu, that's going to be an 18 to hit.
I'm gonna shield because right now it's AC 16 with Blade Song.
And a +2 for Shield of Faith.
Oh yeah, Shield of Faith. No, so
18 still hits you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So you still have to shield.
yeah, shield. So I lost
You
the spell slot.
Quickly pull the blade up and shink, a shield just emanates from the blade itself and deflects it off the side. You're like, oh shit, that could have hurt.
Staying alive.
The bar brats, now he's really pissed off at you, Polando, but you're just using your fists, and he's drunk enough to be dumb enough to put his weapon down to try to rock you. He's still gonna reckless. That is gonna be 14.
That will miss.
All right, he goes swinging over past your head, and you just kind of duck out of the way very easily from the attack. Drake. Gary's currently
I'm
flopping
going
on the
to-
counter.
He'll be fine.
I thought he swallowed him.
He did, and he immediately spit that shit back
Oh.
up.
Help! Do the help action from the counter.
It
Distraction
just slaps him
slapping.
in the face. Flap.
Yeah, wait, does Gary have an initiative?
Just put him on your turn. It makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
I don't like keeping track of it separately. Just on your turn.
Drake's going to. Angry young man, I have a question. Who'd be the best at helping you open an underground pub?
What?
The barbarian. And I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
And he collapses to the ground, laughing hysterically as you do that. Barber.
Yeah, wasn't a very good joke. But I'm just gonna look at Polando. Leave him be.
It wasn't that funny.
I know.
Nobu Jr., because you are intoxicated, you are kind of chuckling.
I get it. Barbarian bar. I'm gonna have what's his face? Gary try to jump over and bite at him.
Your familiar can't attack anybody. That's the only restriction they have.
No, that's the only point of the fish familiar. It's the only one that can attack. Look it up. Quipper is the only familiar that can attack.
No, all of them have attacks, but familiar itself as a spell says none of them can attack.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
But they can help.
Yeah, it can do the help action.
I mean, is that my action then?
No, it's
That's
No,
its action.
His action.
Yeah.
how- okay. I'm just gonna flop on him and try to help.
All right, so
Distracting flap.
Polando has the next initiative, and he just flops onto the face and starts whacking him from side to side with the fins. It's more like confusing than it is threatening. Slap, 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 slap,
It's
slap,
still a
slap.
distraction.
It's-
Magic Harp use splash.
Yeah.
and Nobu's gonna stab him in the back.
Go for it. Flanking.
Non-lethal, so just hit him with the back of the
Sure.
hilt.
So straight roll with flanking.
No advantage. He doesn't have disadvantage on attacks. He's not that drunk.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he's drunk enough that his skill checks are going to be disadvantaged, not attacks. 14 hits. 6.
Keep getting these sixes.
You just whack him on the side of the head, and you just kind of like buckle slightly under it, and now he's getting real pissed off. Moose.
Is there a glass of water anywhere here?
There's a bowl of water.
That's not being used right now. Water, no. Ale, yes. Other things, yes.
Moose is gonna run, pick up Gary, run and toss him into the bowl next to Nobu.
Okay.
He was helping.
On an incapacitated target.
The guy's still confused. What the fuck? And a little mouse comes over, picks it up, and tosses it into a bowl.
Mouse just picked up a fish off my face.
He's very confused right now. So yeah, I'll allow that for like your action. Just pick it up here, save you, get in the water, and it starts swimming in the water and just like it's going back and forth. Like yeah, what up? Like it's acting like a tough guy.
And I'm going to run and start climbing up Sebastian.
Alrighty. Sebastian, you feel a very mild weight enter onto your body. You look back and you see Moose. Reyna.
So is it the one in front of me that's been hit with the laugh attack?
No, it's the guy back here hit with the laugh attack.
Okay. She's gonna grab him by the head and like force him down into a knee.
So you're grappling.
More like assisted kicking in the head.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So roll to hit.
A knee drop.
That hits. You're not proficient with your unarmed attacks unless you're biting.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So minus your proficiency bonus from that,
So
you still
18?
hit. Yeah, you still hit.
Okay, and then it's just the 1 plus the strength, right?
That is correct. 5.
Okay, for 5.
Slap your head against his, and he rocks backwards slightly. Or sorry, you knee up into his head just very aggressively, and he cradles backwards a little bit. And this is
And
a very sturdy individual. You've known him around town for a while. He participated in the fight and the surgence against Leo back in the day, though, and he probably has not lifted his weapon since then.
Listen, man, we can work this out. Don't let it go any further.
Next turn, I'll allow you to roll persuasion.
Mhm.
Polando. This guy's just laughing. He goes, "Ooh, Bard."
I just got my arms crossed looking at him like, I don't even know. How far is this guy from me?
15 feet. Within monk
right.
distance.
Right.
Yes.
Within Moncton.
I'm going to slide over that way and kick him.
Whack.
Luke Kang style.
Go for it. $25. Ooh, that hits. 8. Crack into him, and everyone else who doesn't know Polando, you hear ribs cracking underneath his armor.
And then I'm going to slide out this way towards Drake, but on my way across the bar, I'm going to snag a drink out of somebody's hand and drink it.
As you're sliding over, in fact, you look at Deareth, who just like tilts his head at you and hands you a shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Finger gun. And then I'm going to lean on Drake's shoulder and take a shot. And man, that escalated quickly.
Indeed, I'm trying to settle it.
Sebastian.
All right, I am clearly not going to beat this man into submission, so I'm going to cast command and tell him, this is getting out of hand. Let's all just have a drink and calm down.
So your command is drink.
Well, calm down and drink.
One word.
calm down or calm drink. I don't know. Drink.
Drink?
That's my one word.
Okay,
Yes.
wisdom save. He looks over at you, drops his weapon, and reaches out towards the fishbowl. It's the only drink within reach.
The fishbowl with Gary in it.
Yep.
There's some Long Island in there.
It did
A
not.
little bit of Long Island, yeah.
work.
And his action is drinking from the bowl. The bar Brett. Drake.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and start walking towards the brat. I'm gonna get like halfway about and just yell over, "Old man, the last time I used this, casting minor illusion on my sword to make it like grow and glow, he couldn't even recognize his own son." And I'm gonna like look like I'm charging up a giant attack with minor illusion.
Roll a performance check.
Oh god, we have a murderer amongst us.
I'm not even near him.
That clearly looks like you get range.
I'm using my game advantage.
Go for it. Game advantage. Do it.
Oh, wait, I forgot to roll the advantage.
Yep, one more.
Sorry.
One more.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
22.
You all look over, and he's holding
calm down.
the shining, extending blade of this untold might and fury, and all of you go, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I don't think I can control this.
The veteran is raising his hands. At that point, Nobu, do you wish to attack him?
No, Nobu's laughing that he's falling for the same trick twice and drinking the drink with the fish in it. I'm gonna have Gary try to swim as close to him as possible while he's drinking.
All right. Hey, Dareth. These two guys, their drinks on me tonight.
The veteran runs over to his nephew, scoops him up, and just runs out.
God, I didn't really want to have to use that. Puts rapier away.
All right.
Raina's gonna look around for like a messenger, or a kid or a messenger that would be nearby.
Roll a perception check.
12.
You look around and you see an individual seated over by themselves wearing blackened robes, completely shrouded, and they're kind of smirking at the fight that just transpired, but you do see Bike Messenger on their robe.
Hey,
Hello?
you.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
If you can find out who they are, tell them
Hello,
that
Claire.
the Dire of State will take care of their medical bills.
Do you wish for me to go track them down then?
Yes, please.
Very well. The individual slides out.
The hell is this dude?
This will make them pleased with me. And just wanders
Hello,
out.
Clarice.
And a double for me, and just keep them coming.
Right.
Hey, Drake. That was a pretty big sword.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to.
You overcompensating for something?
Would you like to find out?
I don't know if I would or not.
You're only 3 drinks in.
Yeah, it's pretty low for Palando.
Yeah.
Palando, where did you? You seem to know how to fight with some punches and kicks.
Oh yeah, every morning I get up at the crack of dawn and I breathe with the sun.
Hmm. And that's it.
Yeah.
Most is
I
going
should
to
try
and
that
find-
next time.
Moose is
Oh, you're
gonna
welcome
try
to join me.
What are you saying, Moose?
I'm gonna try and find my herbal tea thing.
You go over. It takes. You have to set it back up and check and pick up some of the leaves and put it back in. But you get it.
I'm gonna give
Okay,
6 hit points to Nobu.
Very well. 6 hit points to Nobu.
Broken
Anybody
hands.
want to tell me how that started?
It's inconsequential.
Nobu
You
did
know,
it.
it's a bar fight.
Moose points at Nobu.
Well, I didn't do anything. Gary was being rambunctious. Weren't you, Gary?
And
Single
don't
bubble.
you like have a bit of control over what Gary does?
Sometimes. So I mean, Gary. I'm gonna look over at Gary. Gary, can I control you?
He has very wide eyes, and a single bubble goes up.
So if Gary's getting rambunctious, put him away. Because
You definitely put him somewhere.
That was my bad. You know, I don't know. I should have known he would pull something.
we almost beat the shit out of a guy who helped defend Maida from Leo's army. So that's not exactly a good look. It's not exactly, the best to show that we're really, trying to take care of our people.
But he left fine, few scars. He's a veteran. He has plenty. He'll be fine. They got to leave with their lives. It's
He
showing.
attacked me and he attacked Gary, and I was just trying to have fun.
Because
I
you
tried to talk him
instigated
down.
something. That's what happens outside of the castle.
I don't
You
know.
don't get a free pass on everything that you do.
Paulando is
That's true.
encouraging me to try something. It doesn't matter.
It's good for him.
Bad influences.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
You all seem to. So,
I don't think any of you are taking this as seriously as you should.
As you say that, you hear a voice like 6 inches away from your ear. I am.
Jack!
Hello.
Hi.
I found them.
Yes.
They are taken care of.
like dead, taken care of.
Killed them?
My insight check.
Sure.
Moose is going to open up a small satchel.
Ooh. Junior. No. He didn't kill them. He just found that very, very funny for some reason. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. He has an air of chaos.
Alright.
This sounds
I did
like
as you
somebody
asked, madame.
This seems
And
like
what's your fee
Hey.
for sending that message?
1.
Silver?
Yes.
Okay, here you are. You should hand it over.
Moose.
You hold
is
out the
going-
piece and he... Sorry, Moose, go ahead.
No, Moose is just looking at these two, and he's going to slowly pull out a human, appropriate-sized teacup, or not teacup, a tea set out of a bag of holding.
So a comically large one to you.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's gonna fold up the little thing that he was mixing together, which now looks like a tea bag. And he's going to start brewing.
The individual takes the silver and quickly plucks it out of your fingers. Thank you. If you need anything else, Reyna, please ask me. He goes and sits at the table and just
Thanks.
stares down at his bowl. He doesn't blink.
that seems like the type of person my mom warned me about. is all I was gonna say.
Uh-huh.
I don't like them.
Yeah,
Something's
and
off.
so we're big burly guys who try to play tricks on. You need to keep that one in mind too.
You ever noticed anything going missing right now? Like a toothbrush or a comb? It might be him that takes it. And I point over at the dude.
How about? Don't think about that. And we drink some tea.
I like your idea, Moose.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
it boil for a couple minutes. Then we can think about our actions. And I'm going to hide back in the satchel.
And Nobu, when you're drinking at a bar, you got to keep it in the bowl. All right. Don't teleport Gary around.
Both drink and fish.
Got it. I will not let Gary out of my sight again.
You do that.
He's playing wordplay with you.
Single bubble.
Raina will just mess his hair and then go up to the bar and be like, do you have that double ready for me?
Yeah, I was just going to bring the bottle to your table at this point.
Not to the table, to me.
Sure. Hands it over to you. I don't... Yeah. He hands you the expensive bottle, which is 1 gold.
And she pays it, and then she'll actually give him 2 gold because there's probably something damaged.
Men's egos, mostly.
Okay, well, that's still expensive to fix. So,
Well, this is a progressive error. Therapy is accessible as part of a mundane action amongst the younger generations.
right. So she'll hand it over, and it's just like holding the bottle and like rubbing the bridge of her nose and just pouring herself a little bit and then drinking it.
Oh god, I came up with the stupidest joke.
Do it.
So, could you technically call the people from the Zodiac, people born when the Zodiac gods were ruling, the old Genseers?
Maybe. It's either that or the Doomers, so...
So Raina will pour a shot and just slide it over, kind of at it like Drake's direction, and that's like her like thanks, and then like she goes back.
Just kind of puts it up towards it.
After about 5 minutes of silence, Moose pops back out of the satchel.
Jesus.
Tea's ready.
How did you make it in there?
The kettle was
There can't
on.
be enough room.
My
I'm gonna
kettle
open up the
was on.
satchel. Is there a kettle in there?
Yes.
Oh my god, what is this?
Well, no, the kettle I made for you all is still on the table.
His tea is really good.
Try it.
He like takes it, and it's surprisingly hot at this point. And he starts pouring it out for cups and some cups. See? Now we're all calm. I was scared for my life.
Did you pop out and shoot a crossbow into that man? Like a jack-in-the-box? Or like a mouse
You
in a
learn some
sack?
interesting survival strategies in the dark.
Surprise, motherfucker, is one of them.
It's very saddening.
Here, I'm going to like push a large floral decorated cup towards you.
I'll pick it up.
So,
Look at it.
Moose, as you're kind of handing out the teacups, you watch as the bike messenger rotates his head over towards you. The body stays perfectly still, but the head goes just over 90 degrees to look at you. Did you say you're from the dark?
Moose, who's like looking like towards the rest of them, just freezes.
Are you a refugee?
He's a
Can I-
friend of mine.
Wondrous.
Thanks.
I'm trying to
We'd
guess
like to
at how-
continue our conversation without.
Oh.
But
I
if you
feel
took it back
slightly
to your
offended.
estate-
Thank you.
I'm going to roughly guess how close he is to me.
25 feet.
Okay, good.
And his
So I'm
head
going
just
to-
rotates back.
Like
I'm
an
going to
owl.
like take out another cup from the bag of holding, pour a drink, pick it up like by the handle, just walk over towards him.
Pit pat, pit pat, pit pat, pit pat.
Here.
He reaches down, gingerly takes it from you. Thank you.
Hmm.
Drinks all of it in an instant and then hands it back.
Oh, yes, thanks.
Are we talking like disappear vacuum instant? Like
Roll a
into like the
perception
void?
check.
Is it scalding hot?
Oh, it's very hot.
Don't worry. Jack of all trades will help me.
Half proficient in everything.
11.
I mean, he slammed it back. You've seen people take shots like that, but like this is steaming hot. He looks down and goes, "That was delicious. Thank you."
Jesus
You know what? That may not be a bad idea. Let's go. And Raina closes up the bottle and throws it into her, puts it
Have a
into her
good day.
backpack.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's
Don't
He's quickly picking up everything. Just
don't forget Muse.
just like takes a like water skin of sorts, pours the rest of the tea kettle's contents into it.
I hope the
Closes
rest. Oh, go ahead. I thought you were done.
Yeah, no, just closes the rest of it, and just like
You did that wrong. It's /W.
It's been a while.
Cool. But yeah, continue, Moose.
I'm just gonna. What was the name of the bar owner again?
Daerith.
David. Gonna walk over towards him. It helps with a headache.
Thanks, little guy.
And he jumps into the satchel.
As you're kind of like walking out, Moose, you hear on the back end, "I hope you find a safe home for the rest of the mouse folk."
Is this guy's name Alan Rickman?
Ronald Weasley. W. Shaw.
To anyone that couldn't hear my minor screeching,
Screeches in
Oh.
mouse.
yes,
I heard it.
So anyways, you all leave.
yeah.
You begin walking through the city street. You're not sure where time went in all of this excitement, but it appears to be very late in the afternoon right now. Dusk is on the horizon, not too terribly far away, and as you are walking through the city streets, Reyna, you see your family estate but 2.5 miles away. To you, it's a leisurely stroll. Palando, it's a good walk. Everyone else, including Nobu, what the fuck? Why is it so far away? Why?
Jesus, are we still in the town? If we walk all the way to
Technically.
Morian.
It's still town.
And to
Yeah.
show you where it is, I will use Gary. There. So it's not that bad. It's only, about 2.5 miles away from the town. You all walk through the open, beautiful plainscape of this surrounding terrain, and you are heading over towards the Dier estate. And I believe this is where we are going to go ahead and take our break. So, everyone, we will be right back.